Hello, I'm Virginia May Edinger, and I'm here to talk to you today about fairy furniture. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, I'm Virginia May Edinger, and I'm here today to talk to you about fairy furniture. Often, you hear the chickens. Details such as stepping stones up to the doorway, flower decorations, acorn cap bowls, pine cones, empty seashells or eggshells, or bird's nests can make a fairy home from can take your fairy house from a fairy house and make it into a home. Today I'll be showing you 3 fairy furniture sets that you can build at home. So first you will need some pieces of bark at all different sizes. You will need some sticks of different lengths. You will need some craft moss from a store or else moss from your yard. You'll need some kind of adhesive like wood glue or hot glue, some grapevines, and some acorn caps and decorations. Also some pliers. These are not pliers. You will need garden shears. Up first, we're going to be working on our little fairy dining set. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a big old hunk of bark and make it vaguely rectangular using your garden shears. If you want to be really fancy, you can get sandpaper or a metal file to file off the edges, but I'm going to make this a rustic dining set, so it's going to be a little rough around the edges. Wow, look at her, she's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, rectangle. Okay, up next you're going to grab some sticks and measure out against your rectangle how tall you'd like your table to be and cut the first table leg. Then check again to make sure it's a good height. Then doubt yourself and check it a third time just in case. Now you're going to cut 3 more sticks to the same length to make sure that you have enough legs for all 4 legs of your table. Once you have your 4 sticks of equal length, you are going to glue them to your rectangle using whatever wood glue, craft glue, or hot glue you are using as an adhesive. If it's a little bit messy, do not worry, you can always cover up your glue with moss pieces. This also helps to make it have a stronger hold to be a stronger table to eventually put things on and stand up on its own. And just like that, we've made a little fairy table. Stands on its own and everything. Next, we're going to repeat the process on a smaller scale to create 2 small fairy stools to sit at the table. You're going to want to start with 8 sticks of the same length that will be the height of your stool, and then cut out 2 little squares of bark to make little seats for your stools. Following the same process of gluing your sticks, covering that up with some moss, and then adhering it to your base, you're going to create 2 little stools. If it falls over, that's fine. You just get some more glue, get some moss, fix that right up. A little bit of a stool surgery here. Once you've glued your 4 legs to your stools, you can stop here, or if you'd like to have a little more stability to your stool, you can add little crossbars with smaller sticks going from leg to leg diagonally. And since we know the magic of fairy houses lie in the details, we're going to add a little bit of moss accents to just make these a little bit more decorative. Now we're going to set our fairy table. I started with 2 acorn cap bowls, 2 smaller acorn cups, which I added little curlicues from a grapevine to make little handles for. Then I made some smaller utensils out of sticks, some decorative moss. I added a crossbar of grapevine just for decoration. I made a little vase out of a circle of birch bark and added some moss and sticks in the top to make it look like a little fairy display. And our table is ready for a little fairy dinner. Now we're going to head on over to the bedroom and I'll show you how to make a little fairy bedroom set. The first thing we're going to start with is a decorative headboard. As long as you have 2 sticks that end up at the same length at the bottom, it doesn't really matter what kind of creative shape you make up top. You can add extra sticks and extra grapevines and moss to make your headboard especially decorative, but as long as you add a crossbar that is the width that you would like your bed to be, you are all good at the top. Next, we're going to be moving on to the foot of the bed. You're going to want to make sure that it is the exact same width as the head of your bed, however, it should be a little bit shorter and probably a little less decorative. You can still add accents of moss. I added some crossbars at the bottom to make it look more like the foot of a bed. From here, you're going to then get your sticks that are the length of your bed and glue them to all of the corners of your boards. I used a pen to hold it up until the baseboard was ready, but then you should have the general outline of a bed. I added some more crossbars along the length of my bed to make it a more stable surface for fairies to sleep on and so that I have something firm to glue my mossy bed cover onto. I used craft moss, but you can use any kind of moss you'd like to glue a blanket onto your bed. I then used a piece of birch to make a pillow of sorts, and there you have a bed. Who's ready for a nap? Not me, because we're moving right along to our fairy nightstand. I'm going to take another square of bark and add 4 table legs. I used a cross section of a stick to create a little circular knob for a drawer, and then I added a lamp made out of an acorn stuck to a stick and a little birch bark envelope to go on it, of course decorating with accents of moss all along the way. For our final element of the bedroom set, I'm going to make a little fairy bookshelf. I would recommend using bigger pieces of bark, but I was working with what I had, so I glued my smaller pieces of bark together until I vaguely had a flat surface upon which to glue strips of bark to make shelves. I then filled it with folds of birch bark and little acorns with accents and small sticks to make it look like a full bookshelf with papers and books and decorations. If you want to be super extra and make yourself a little fairy book out of birch bark to go into your fairy house, I'm going to show you how to do that quickly now. What I did was I started with some birch bark and I cut it into rectangles, folded it in half until it was the width of a book, and then frayed the edges to make it look like there were more pages than there really were in real life. Then I threaded a needle with some thread and I sewed together the binding. I added some decoration of moss and then I wrote in it fairy tales and drew some little designs in the corners to make it look more like a book. Now we're on to our final project, which I'm calling fairy patio furniture, but it is essentially a bench and a little chair to go with it. If you're struggling to get the four legs of your benches, chairs, and tables down to stick, this is an easier way to do that. You can cut a thicker stick into log-like sections, as you see right there, and you can glue those together in a little stack to make a sort of base without having to balance anything. It's a lot easier if you're just beginning. Then you're going to create the same height of little logs on the other side to create a little bench of sorts. You can keep it finished here and have it be a simpler bench, or you can add 2 taller sticks and some crossbars and moss to make a little back to your bench. I also added 2 little moss pillows and some armrests. And we're going to repeat that process with a square of bark and smaller sticks cut into cross-sectioned logs glued together to make a strong base for a little chair. Then you're going to add 2 more sticks as the back, a little crossbar, and some moss, and you are done with your little fairy patio set. And there we have our little fairy furniture sets. These can be used in doll houses, outside in actual fairy houses, or just for decoration on your bookshelf. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see some amazing fairy furniture decorating your fairy and gnome homes soon. Bye!